This show is part of the Transpodcaster Visibility Initiative.
So, Sasha, are you ready for this one?
I don't know. This is a hard one.
Though the retcon sequel is out already.
Well, it's best we get this over with then.
Yes, indeed.
So, today, in honor of the holiday and this film's recent sequel, I give you Halloween, the extended edition.
Granted, everyone should know what this is all about by now, but do you mind giving us a bit of a recap?
Let me preface it with this. If you've never seen the original Halloween, ever, watch it now. Go ahead and skip the video. I don't mind. Go ahead and watch the original now.
No, seriously, I don't mind. If you haven't seen the classic, watch it now. Otherwise, Halloween is the story of Michael Myers, who, as a child, killed his sister in cold blood on the titular holiday in a clown costume. Committed to an institution and watched over by Dr. Loomis, as portrayed by Donald Pleasance, he engineers his escape 15 years later, returning to his hometown of Haddonfield, Illinois on Halloween night to terrorize anyone who gets in his way, including babysitter Laurie Strode, as portrayed by Jamie Lee Curtis. Though it cribs a lot of its style from Italian giallo films, this is truly its own beast, and led the path for slashers and horror movies of the late 70s to early 80s. Blood, gore, some light nudity, it's tame by today's standard, but there's no denying it led the charge for what came later. Okay, so obviously you have some love for the original film. What makes the extended cut any different or better?
That's what makes this cut extremely interesting, Ian.
When Halloween was sold to NBC in 1980 to be televised, the network's Standards and Practices Department demanded numerous edits to the original film. Although Deborah Hill flew to New York personally to debate these edits with the network, it became more than apparent that they needed to film additional scenes to fill the movie's 2-hour-long runtime. Luckily, Halloween 2 was in production then, so John Carpenter came in to direct a 3-day shoot for new scenes to the original film. This produced an additional 15 minutes of new, never-before-seen footage for the NBC televised broadcast of the Carpenter classic film. So, do these new scenes add, or do they detract from the original masterpiece?
In all honesty, it's a matter of opinion and taste.
It does add the motive of Michael being Laurie's sister to the fray, and gives us more of a background on the characters as a whole. Sure, the sequel itself would eventually add those details, but it was revealed in this TV edit first. Outside of that, it gives more development of the characters overall, from Laurie to Loomis, even Michael himself. It could be debated that the less we know about Michael and his motives, the better, because the unknown does add an element of fear to this unstoppable murder machine. But what are your thoughts overall?
To summarize, well, the extended edition, it's mostly harmless.
It doesn't detract or add anything to the original that we don't get in the later sequels. However, if you've never seen Halloween, watch it. Seriously. Doesn't matter if it's the original cut or this harder to find extended edition. This film set the standard for all 80s slashers to come. I concur, so what's next on the docket, mine princess?
Well, obviously with the sequel setting in theaters now, I should review the new Halloween at some point. But, until next time, as always, I'm cruelly yours and wishing you unpleasant screams. Take care.